some announcements for a few days, but I wasn't sure. All right, so no announcements today. School Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Don't forget 2 weeks virtual. Apparently some students were like talking to teachers and they're like, we have like 2 weeks of break. And they were like, no, you don't. You have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then we'll see you online on Tuesday. It's not break. Don't go on break. December 1st through the 11th is not break. So, you know. I posted on Schoology. Let me pull it up here. Let's see if I can. Share my screen on Zoom. Okay. On Schoology, I don't know why the picture seems to only have made it on your guys' page, not my other classes, but you guys can see back here, like this is what I was doing this morning. I was just jotting my thoughts down about what's going to be on the test, what is the bare minimum for like the online test. So here's there's where my mind went. I threw in domain and range on there because you need to know the domain and range of logs and logarithms and exponential graphs. And the other thing I threw in there was the growth or decay factor. The test, the purely multiple choice test is, you ready for it? The purely multiple choice test is 55 questions. Because some of them they should be incredibly fast if you know what you're doing. For example, I give you an equation, I say, is it growth or decay? And what's the y-intercept? That question should take you no longer than 10 seconds. Okay, and now there's a few of those. One of them is find the growth or decay factor. If you know what you're doing, that should not take you more than 10 seconds. So the questions are pretty quick. This test, the one that's not all multiple choice, the online one, will be about 18 to 20 questions. So make your decision wisely. Remember the online one or the hybrid one, you can use your notes, you can use your review, you can use your homeworks, okay? There's a couple of them right here, like when you use exponents to solve logs or logs to solve exponents, that I write, I'll probably show you, be easier. All right, let me zoom in here so you can't see. Here, I'll just copy it, put it in Paint. There you go. I do have this on the test, on the problems that you have to show your work. I will absolutely know who did or did not use an outside resource like PhotoMath to solve those type of equations. Absolutely no credit will be given to students who do not show the work. So if people, because these type of problems, exponents to logarithms, logarithms to exponents, e's to ln's, ln's to e, you have to know what you're doing in order to solve them. So if all you're writing is the final answer, it's a very clear cut that there's no way that you can do that mental math. So you will have to be able to show your work just like we did in the notes. Be ready for earthquake problems. Remember base 10 versus base 32. On the quiz, a lot of kids miss the translations, up, down, left, right, vertical stretch, vertical compress. A lot of students miss the one where you had to find the percent, like I gave you two things. I was like, here's how many bears there were here. Now there's this many bears. And then I had you make an equation. So just kind of reference that for a little bit. Let me stop sharing my screen. There is a high chance that I will take my answer key to the review packet off Schoology when the test time comes, because I think there are some students who aren't even doing their review packets and they're just using mine to help them on the test. So just be prepared that my answer key will probably disappear the day of the test. Don't forget that you have a bonus test that you can work on. The bonus test can earn you up to 5% bonus if you do well on it. And I emailed home lots of extra practice problems with lots of extra answers. So there is no excuse except for not studying the right way or not studying to do well on Wednesday, especially because you're given an extra day to study.